Hello everybody, Trim Plays MC here, and today I'm showing you Minecraft for noobs. And honestly, if you're a subscriber, you're more than likely not a noob, so there's going to be a whole lot of new people here. And yeah, I just like to start out with a shout out to my best friend Luke, and here's a random picture of my puppy, just cause, you know. Anyways, let's get to this. The first thing you obviously need to know about Minecraft is the controls. So, let's go into / game mode survival. So this will work out a lot easier for us. Use W for up, D for right, A for left, and S for backwards. Pretty easy. Just use W, A, S, D as if they were arrow keys. And then, over here you see space for jump. And since 1.10, there's a neat feature called auto jump, which jumps up hills for you. But if you're like wanting to jump just for speed, go ahead and use that. Q for drop. So let's say I wanted to drop the sign. Well, I'll just press Q. So that ain't really useful unless you want to drop it into lava to get rid of it, or you want to drop it to another character or person, you know. And use F for dual wielding, which means you put it in your other hand, which is usually only useful if you have like maybe a shield or something, or maybe a torch and a pickaxe. But then you have T for chat, which you know you can type in stuff. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Oo's on caps lock. And then over here, left click for hit and break. And I'm in survival, so it starts to break it. Use right click for placing or using. And then you use your scroll wheel to pick when you're not scrolling it, but rather you're just clicking it inwards and it picks what you see. Hold up. Let me get my sign back. You look at something and it brings it directly to the spot that's in your inventory. But for me, I have it changed to Z, but for you it should be default set to pressing the scroll wheel. 1 through 9, or scrolling the scroll wheel to choose your slots. So, yep. And then E for inventory, which means you open up your stuff. Voila. Just press E and you have that. And then for your stats, just press F3 and it tells you your coordinates, your frames per second, your version, what biome you're in, everything. And then shift for sneak, which means you won't fall off ledges. Use tab to show to people that are in your realm or in your server at the time, but since I'm in single player mode, that is not going to show up. Use control for sprint, or double tap W, or you can just use W and then press control to start sprinting. And when flying, which means we gotta go into game mode C, double tap the space bar to fly, and when flying, space to go up, shift to go down, and to drop altogether, just double press the space bar and voila, you drop. So that's basically all you need to know about the controls. Next is the actual surviving. So as every Minecraft player should know, the first thing you gotta do is chop down a tree. You gotta start punching that wood. And here is some randomly conveniently placed trees for us. What a coincidence! Let's start chopping down these trees. I was gonna start singing a song until I realized it may be copyright, so let's not do that. So punching wood can be pretty boring, but I suggest chopping down, let's say 4 pieces of wood. Then you go into your inventory, place it there, and well, look, you have some wood. If you want to get all the wood, just press shift and click it, and it brings it right into your inventory. Then what you're going to do, for left click, it places all of it into an even amount. But if you use right click and drag it around, it just uses 1. And I think that's pretty convenient. So we're just going to make one crafting table, and let's bring this down into our inventory, and then use just the right click to place it. And let's make a pickaxe is pretty useful, so you can start mining cobblestone to get your furnace. So first thing you should do is get that pickaxe. And then we're going to use our sprinting keys to sprint over to this conveniently placed piece of mountain, and you're going to start digging inwards and mining up cobblestone for your furnace. And the thing is, once we get this, we can also turn this into a home for now, because this is a really convenient home. going underground or into a mountain is the best thing to do when you're first starting off, so it's like really fast. So we're just gonna mine all this out, get us some cobblestone, as I like to say. Sounds French and fancy. Now, you don't have to mine out too much to have a starter home, because all you're gonna really have in there is maybe a furnace and a crafting table. And the furnace is necessary, unless on the mountain you found some coal, then the furnace isn't really necessary on the first night. But you also want to have it for some mitts, some food. Hello, chicken. We'll probably kill you later. And now that we have some cobblestone, I suggest that we get our crafting table back up. If this will ever want to come up. And run back over to our home. Ooh, an egg. Ooh, the chicken went straight into our home. And we have 2 eggs. Let's see if we get a baby chicken. Nope. So you're going to place your crafting table, whatever. And then what you want to do, you can mine it bigger or smaller. It doesn't really matter at this point. And now you want to go use these sticks to make 2 things. You want to make a sword and an axe. And these are the crafting recipes. They look exactly what you think like. Just look at it as I go to see what the crafting recipes are for these objects, and you should be pretty set. Now, I suggest we mine some wood using our new axe. And using this wood, what we are going to do is use for a furnace. You want to do this, and while you have a furnace, you want to place that sucker down, put in at least 1 or 2 pieces of wood, place some wood, regular wood in the wood planks in the bottom, and wait for that to smelt. Meanwhile, you should probably make a door so no baddies come into your house while you're sleeping or trying to sleep. And voila, we have most everything set. We're gonna be good to go for tonight. Let's just grab that. Make a couple torches. And let's stick one right there. One on the outside so nothing really spawns in our area, and just one for extra protection. And voila. That's probably all you can have time to do in one day, especially if you're a noob and getting used to the controls. And look, it's sun rising still. I forgot I changed the time to move. But yeah, that was probably within the amount of time, probably even less, to actually have one day, because one day is about like 6 minutes or so in Minecraft time. And well, you're all set. And I suggest before you go ahead and go inside, try killing some animals for food. Let's grab. Come on, sheep. Stop discooperating. If we want to, we can kill 3 sheep if they're nearby, so you can get yourself a bed before going to sleep. So all you have to do is hit the sheep continuously, and since of 1.9, it goes down then slowly back up, and if you go to your armors and stuff, it takes a while for it to come up. But you know, that's just a new feature of 1.10. Anyways, we can put our food in our furnace, let that cook, and voila, you are all set, ready to go. I suggest you don't kill mobs on your first night just because you're probably not ready enough. So yeah, down to the next thing. So it's a few days later, and you decide, hey, I'm ready to go mining. You're going to take the risk of running into monsters, so make sure you have a sword with you. That's really important. And at this point, you probably only have stone materials because you haven't gone mining yet. So either you can start mining in your own home by digging downwards, or you can find a cave, which, look, here just happens to coincidentally be a cave. And so make sure you have a little bit of torches. I suggest more than 5, but you know, let's just go ahead and do this anyways. And a stone pickaxe or 2. And let's place a torch, see what's around us. Ooh, look at, oops, lag. Look at that. Some iron. This should be really nice. Let's get some of this. Now when you first go into caves, the only things you'll probably find is some coal and some iron, which are both really nice materials to have at hand. Let's grab these. So we need to place another torch to see where we're at. Oops, let's place that right here so we can actually get our coal. Let's grab these babies. And don't ever skip past coal no matter how far you're into the game. You're like, even if like you see coal and you're like, oh, I don't need this. I don't need coal because, you know, whatever reason it may be. Oh, some iron. This would be really nice. You know what we could do next with this iron? Smelt it when we get back home. And then when we smelt it, it's a dead end, so I guess we have to go back in. Ooh, I hate rain. Let's go inside before any baddies spawn. And using the coal that we got, we can smelt our iron. And let's wait for that to smelt. I am back, and our iron is almost done smelting. And I forgot to show you, since this couple of days, I have some leather armor that I've gotten from cows. Leather armor is always really nice. So let's go look in our furnace, and look, it's almost done. Let's grab these 7 iron ingots, whatever you like to call them. Let's place those down. And what you should always do first, make a bucket. Sounds weird, but you should always do that. And if you want to, you can make a sword next, which would be really handy dandy in survival mode. And let's save these other 2 for something else we may need later on. But with this bucket, we can start making crops. That's the next thing we gotta do, is farming. So when you farm, the first thing you want to do is grab some water using your bucket and dig out a trench. When I say a trench, I'll show you what I mean. And it doesn't have to be a long trench. You can just make it a simple little trench. Let's make us a shovel real quick to make this a lot faster. Don't want to waste our precious iron on this farm. So, let's see. We also need some fencing. Okay, so now we're prepared, and we have some fencing that we have made cutting down trees, and we've replanted the trees so we still continuously have our wood supply. Always replant your trees. #1 rule. Place down your gate and just place down a fence. It can be rectangle, it can be square, it can be any shape you want it to be. It can be using any type of fence you want it to be. And let's just place down a decently sized fence. This should be enough for right now. Yep, here's our fence. And now what you want to do is, let's say here in the middle, oops, I was definitely not in creative mode. Nope, definitely not. You want to, gosh darn it, hold up. Let's get ourselves a piece of dirt just cause I love dirt. And let's go back in here and place that dirt. And then place that 1 water bucket in the middle, and that should be enough to cover every single little block you have going on here. So let's just hoe it all down. Let's have a hoe down. Woohoo! This should be pretty easy. Just spam click everywhere on your farm. And advice with water, it goes in 4 directions, every single direction. Diagonally, sideways, upways, whatever ways. It makes the land fertile any 4 ways. And you have to have water. If you don't, the land will become dry and it will just turn right back into regular grass and dirt. And so, since all that stuff's fertilized, let's get these seeds that we got from chopping down grass. You can always get seeds from chopping down grass in your surrounding area. As you see, we've already all chopped it all down. So let's just place all these seeds, and voila, there's farming. And don't jump on the ground, #1 rule, do never do that. So guys, that has been it. That's basically Minecraft for noobs. That's all you need to know. And the next step from there is to just build a better house, which I have a tutorial on to do that, which is my most previous video. I'll leave a link in the description for that down below. And if you have any suggestions for another video or requests for a video, just leave that down in the comments section. I don't care what request it is, just leave it down. And if you like this video, leave a big, fat, giant, juicy thumbs up. That'd be really appreciated. And if perhaps you like this content, then please subscribe. That'd be really helpful, especially at this point in time. I have, how many subs? 95 subs. And I really want to reach 100. And I want y'all to be there with me to get that 100 subs. So, like, comment, subscribe is the last thing I'll say. This has been Trend Plays MC, and have a nice day. Goodbye.